What are you doing? Get in the car. That sounds really country. What's going on, everybody? We are back in West Virginia. We are going to Quick, and we're going to see what kind of trails we can explore today. Had a lot of rain, so we're not really sure on any river crossings, but we're just going to go explore what we saw before, and we'll see how it goes. So stay tuned. All right, so last time when we went out to Quick, if you remember, there was 3 trails. We did the bottom left one, and so there's the middle one and the top one, and those are the ones we want to try and explore today and just kind of see where they go. All right, so we did just like a quick stop. We're at that same spot we were at before. Not been down this one or this upper road, and so that's the roads we're gonna explore. But we figured while we're here, before we go explore those, I just wanna take a look at the river that we crossed last time, because we had a lot of rain last night. And you can see down here, this is the road that we went across. And you can see the river is definitely up, moving a little bit more swift. I don't think the Jeep would have any issues to cross it, but it's not on the agenda for today. We're gonna be taking the upper road. The redneck pinstripes, as Randy calls it. Right, and I don't have the right ground clearance, you could do some damage to the bottom side of the Jeep, so you just kind of want to know those things and how to navigate.
Okay.
This is kind of like what you're seeing right here is the worst that's up there.
Yep.
The thing that I get nervous about, and I'm probably not going to go any further because
oh really?
Up there, but is it gets really narrow in terms of like the track width.
Okay.
It's really kind of side by side track width. I think the Jeep would fit no problem. This cliff kind of keeps getting taller and taller, and this goes up, and it's not too steep in terms of driving.
Yeah.
But that track gets really skinny, and you really have to favor the steep side here. Where it's rained, there's a little bit of washout in what we're seeing. I don't really want to go up there and it not hold. I'm pretty sure it would hold, but just out of the abundance of caution. Pretty new to the wheeling side of the house. Don't really want to risk anything. But it does look really cool, I'll be honest with you. And then once you get up there, there's like a U-turn that takes you back up the side of the mountain, and that's kind of cool. But for today, I'd rather not. I'd rather let's explore that middle route, which I think goes around the river. There's some really cool trails that we can see from up there. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so beginner off-road 101, in my opinion. If it's sketchy, it's raining, you don't necessarily feel comfortable, you don't have extra backup and supplies to help support you on this, don't do it. There's no problem with you going home and coming out a different day with some buddies, but there is a problem if you did do something, you broke your rig, can't make it home, and worst case scenario, someone gets hurt. How far I got on the back?
Got like 2 more feet. Okay, stop.
Just like that. We're out.
Nice.
So we're back to the beginning of that split, and like I said, we're gonna try the other trail and we'll see where that goes. Yeah, so we got around that. I'm just looking at these ruts. I kind of want to see what line I've got. I've got a pretty good line. And I think we could do it. It's just a matter of what's worth it past this corner. So I'm gonna just quick hop out and check out what's around the corner.
Okay.
All of this, as the water's going through, it's digging up like all the coal.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Cool. Look at all the coal.
This is something you don't want to hit.
What?
It's like a big metal thing, and it'll like pop your tire if you hit it right.
Ugh. Tyler, I don't know.
Let me go around the corner and just see.
Okay. What even is that? Yeah, that definitely could pop your tire. Wow. Does it chip away easy?
I don't know.
Imagine this just fell. Whoa.
Grab that. Let's take that.
That's cool.
We got coal, baby.
Can light a fire. I love it. This is cool. So what was up there?
So we're gonna turn around. No, I'm
Why?
just kidding. We are gonna turn around because this just links right back up to that road we just came down on.
Oh, okay.
So it zigzags back up, and there was 2 trails, honestly, right where we turned around at.
Yeah.
This one just links right back up to that same trail that we used to turn around on.
So cool to see the layers of coal in the rock bed. I absolutely love seeing that. That's awesome. Okay, 4-wheel drive. Did you stall it?
Or low will always do the trick. What it is we're like stuck in the ruts as we're trying to reverse.
Okay.
And like the wheels get caught in the ruts. But there we go.
You just gotta give it more. Oops.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we got out of that, so I'm just putting it back into 4 high because I don't really need it. It just needs to be rocked. Don't put that in the video.
Okay.
You don't want to do that because it clunked.
Okay.
But,
What does a clunk mean?
like basically like the like you're stuck in 4 low and
Okay.
you put it into neutral.
Okay.
So now like you're basically not engaging your gears for the Jeep, and then it's just like missing and it's like really hard, and so you just need to move the gear just like a little bit. So you just need to get the Jeep to rock forward like just a tiny bit or backwards,
Okay.
and then it'll engage, and then that big clunk kind of happens.
Yeah. See, the road use, it was not that far back.
No,
It looks deep, Tyler.
it's probably like 1.5 feet, which is not, you don't want to mess around with that. I think what concerns me most is when you look at it right here, that this stuff is very muddy, and
Looks like somebody's been through it.
yeah. And like the water's been up this high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
That could have been, or do you think that was today?
But see, like, look at those rock right there. You have traction at that rock.
Yeah.
So you could just aim straight. And like all those rapids right there, those white rapids.
Yeah.
That's because that rock is right there. So that's very shallow.
Yeah.
This right here that's spinning, that's a deeper, you know, that's eroded a little bit.
It looks like there's a pit initially.
Yeah. Maybe one.
A little bit up and
1.5
then
foot
another
pit.
pit.
So.
Up to you. We are by ourselves and we have no cell service. What do you think?
I think the water that is the water that's down here actually came up to about where all this mud is. And if you can see my boots, how far down they've gone in this, and look at how deep these tracks are. I think the river part I wouldn't be worried about, but really trying to get back out, or maybe on the other side where that sand is, you know, having a winch would be really good to get us out of this. And so, you know, we were just here not too long ago and we went right through this no problem. But see where all this sand and all of this debris has washed up in here, this is really soaked in. And so just having a winch to one of those trees would be really good. But I think for today, we are not gonna cross this just out of safety. Not a good day to go wheeling with the rivers around here. They're really high. And so I think we're probably gonna call it quits. So with the rivers being really high and us just not really feeling super comfortable by ourselves out here again, it'd be nice just to have some folks so we could push along on these trails. With them being so high, I think we're gonna have to unfortunately end it here, shorter than we'd like. But that's just the way it goes out here when you're off-roading. And like I said, for beginners, off-roading 101, in my opinion, is safety. If you're not comfortable, you're learning these things, there is no issue with you saying no and trying to get another day with other friends, or when the climate's better, where you're not dealing with these weather obstacles that you can't control. So better to get home and safe than be out here wishing you were home and safe. And so for that one, thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate it. Hopefully we'll have some good stuff coming out for you in the next couple weeks. And if you like this video, please like it. If you have any questions or throw in your comments on what you would have done today, please put those in the comments below. Walking like right there to get down to even see how bad it is, my like foot sank in like 3 inches of mud.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that.
No winch, lots of mud, lots of water. Sounds like a recipe for disaster.
No cell service.
No cell service. Not one to do.
Not today.
Maybe we should get a winch.
Maybe we should get the car paid off.
Oh, you ain't wrong.
I think we found our way to cross the river.
We were pretty much done with the video, heading out, and we got to the end of the trail and we just saw a Jeep just chilling by itself, and I want to make sure the guy was okay. So we stopped and talked to him, and he's just waiting on his buddies. So shout out to Gus, Ryan, and Alex. You guys are cool. Good luck with the trails, and hopefully you guys get across that creek. They seem to have a little bit more courage than we did, but they're in numbers, and that's safe and smart to do. Shout out to the Jeep community and those guys. One thing we did do is exchange contact info, so hopefully in the future we can sync up and do some trails together, and that way we can kind of push our limits a little bit and see where we can go. And they seem to know where these trails go too, so that's helpful.